When you are struggling with drug or alcohol addiction, this can be a very tough time of year when you have holiday parties. You have people meeting at bars, going out and about. But there is a local group that is putting together an alternative. We're talking about Rise Recovery, and we are joined by Jessie Hinojosa. She's the Director of Operations and Strategic Initiatives at Rise Recovery. And Jessie, first of all, thank you for joining us. And we're talking about something called Sober Nights, SOBAR Nights. Explain to me what that is and why it's so important.
So we wanted to offer an option for individuals struggling with substance use during the holidays specifically to have a sober bar night. So this is a night specifically for adults ages 18 and up to be in an environment where they are with other peers who want to be safe and sober. So we're offering just that environment for a fun night that is an alternative to a club or a bar.
And some of these are taking place at actual clubs and bars, correct?
Absolutely. And so for us, we're hosting it at our community center at Rise Recovery, which is located at 2803 Moss Rock, right off of Vance Jackson and 410, very centrally located. And so we have a coffee shop here that we use during the week. And then we're starting this once a month activity, Bar Nights, at the coffee shop and in our auditorium.
I was actually out at that campus a couple of weeks ago, and it's a really neat facility that you guys have there. Talk about the need for not only this alternative during the holidays, but why do this all the time? And how can people really get involved here if they want to?
Absolutely. So substance use and recovery affects everyone who's struggling with those issues on a daily basis. This isn't something that takes a break for the holidays. It doesn't take a break when you are in a different environment than one that's your recovery community. And so it's important for us at Rise Recovery to offer a safe space for individuals every day of the year. We recognize that holidays are often the hardest time to stay sober. You're in an environment with family and friends who are often using, where they're drinking alcohol. Eggnog often has, is spiked. There's a lot of opportunities for relapse, for return to use. And so for individuals who are wanting to stay safe and sober, we want to make sure to offer them that safe space in a community of people who help support them within their recovery.
A safe space. I like those terms. Is there a way? Do you have to make a reservation? Can you just show up? And how can you learn more about these programs on a monthly basis?
Absolutely. So it is there. You don't have to make a reservation. It's you come to the door. We are asking for a $5 donation at the door to help support the programming that we have here at Rise Recovery, which you can find out if you go to our website. You can find out more about it, www.riserecovery.org. And if you are an individual who is needing access to support services right now, you can also call our telehealth line, 210-SAY-CARE, and we can help connect you to resources both within our community here at Rise Recovery and then throughout Bexar County and the surrounding areas if you're needing some immediate support with recovery and with sobriety.
All right, I want to make sure I got that again. It's 210-SAY-CARE, SAYCARE.
That's correct.
Awesome. Great.
Do you have any advice for people during this time of year? We all want to be with friends and family, especially after the last several years. So any advice you have for people on ways that they can prepare themselves if they know they're going to be in an environment where there may be others drinking, or conversations they can have with friends and family ahead of time so they're not in that situation?
Absolutely. So a really great thing that we do here at Rise Recovery is help people who are in our community with understanding healthy boundaries and speaking up for what they need within their own lives. And so I know people who are working this program with us, and it's very valuable for them to say to their loved ones, in order to support me in this moment in my life with this struggle that I'm having, I will not be drinking, I will not be using, and I would appreciate the respect if that's kind of kept out of my line of sight. We can also encourage individuals to find a sober buddy, whether they're working a 12-step program and they have a sponsor, they're going to a meeting. They've made connections. They have someone that they can reach out to be that extra support in those moments of difficulty. And if they don't have that, that's where Rise Recovery can come into play with the sober night that we have, and with our annual activities throughout the year. We have meetings throughout the week, every night, and our services are really here to just wrap individuals with the love and care and support that they need, no matter where they're at within their recovery journey.
What if you're on the flip side of that? Let's say you have somebody in your life who may be going through this, and you want to initiate that conversation to say, hey, how can I help you through these next couple of weeks so that you can be able to enjoy the festivities and gatherings, but in a safe way? Is it as simple as just asking, what do you need?
100%. 100%. If you have someone in your life who's a loved one and you want to love them through that support, how can I help you? Are you struggling? How are you feeling today? How's your mental health? Is there something that I can do to help support you? I see you. I see the struggle that you have. I know you and I love you, and I'm so proud of you and what you're doing. If you're not comfortable having that conversation, we at Rise Recovery also provide support services to family members and friends who have a loved one who's struggling with substance use. And so even if it's not you who are using and need help with that, if you have a loved one who is, we provide those services as well.
You know, Jesse, we had the itinerary up there for Saturday night is the next sober night that you guys are having. And I know oftentimes when we talked about it during the pandemic, and I know it is still continuing post-pandemic, but people isolating, people being by themselves is not a good thing when you're dealing with problems with drugs and alcohol, correct? Absolutely.
Recovery it's about community. It's about people, places, and things, and making changes in all of those aspects of your life. That's why we're a community center. We're wanting to provide a space for the community, for our community, for individuals who need support because of their own use or the use of a loved one and how that's impacted them in their lives, wanting to make a change. It starts with one step. It starts with planting a seed. It's not an overnight process. And just like it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a village to make a change in the life of someone who's being significantly impacted by substance use. Community is vital and is key. And one of the biggest deterrents to becoming sober that we hear from our youth and our young adults is that they don't know how to have fun when they're sober. And what we really want to do at Rise is teach people how to have fun without the use of a mind-altering substance, because joy is possible without the alcohol, without the marijuana, without the opioids, without the substances that make us think we're having fun when we actually aren't.
Jesse Hinojosa, the Director of Operations and Strategic Initiatives at Rise Recovery. If you need help, asking for it is often the hardest part, and Rise Recovery, one of the many places in the city where you can go and get that help. Jesse, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Have a good evening. We'll be right back. Republican attorneys general from more than 12 states calling on Apple and Google to stop labeling TikTok as teen appropriate in their app stores. Montana's AG, Austin Knudsen, is leading the coalition that says TikTok's content has a lot of controversial content that involves drugs, alcohol, sexual content, and eating disorders.
In a statement, Knudsen called on Apple and Google to revise their rating for TikTok in order to help keep some material away from younger audiences. Attorneys general from other states, including Alabama, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and Virginia, joined him. So far, no comment from Apple, Google, or TikTok.
Look outside with live cam. We're in the midst of this cold front. It's about to get colder. Adam's got something to warm you up, though.
That's right, we do. Homemade thermometer ornament winner. 'Tis the season. We're giving them away daily. Work on this well in advance of the Christmas season. William Knupp of Converse, the winner of a homemade thermometer ornament. Go to KSAT12.com/thermometer and you'll find the big link to enter the online drawing. I'll have more winners tomorrow. As for this evening, temperatures falling off very quickly. We briefly made it to 70 degrees for the high temperature today. Now we're down to 61. By 9 o'clock, 52. Tomorrow morning, mid-30s. around San Antonio. We'll talk about how much our afternoon high temperatures are going to fall off in the days ahead in just a little bit.
All right, so it's cold now.
How low are we going to go?
Colder.
That's the question,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. When's it really going to kick in, Adam?
Tomorrow morning, have the jacket ready. Kids will want that, or the hoodie sweatshirt. It's that kind of weather for the hoodie sweatshirt at the bus stop in the morning. I think tomorrow most of us will be in the mid-30s around sunrise, and even a brief light freeze in parts of the hill country. Notice those morning temperatures go up a little bit, but not significantly. I mean, by Friday through the weekend, even into next week, we're mostly right around 40 degrees, give or take a few. That's it. Let's take a look at the readings outside right now, and keep in mind these will be falling quickly. Amarillo already down to 33. 47 in Abilene. Meanwhile, Del Rio still at 65 degrees. And around the metro area, we still have some 60s mixing in with 50s, but these numbers are dropping quickly. Calmer wind. Yes, finally the wind is pumping the brakes. Clear sky, dry air, low humidity. So quick and efficient radiational cooling. Tomorrow morning, Kerrville 30, Comfort 31, Bulverde 33 along with Bernie. So a light freeze possible in parts of the hill country, but you've already had one this year, so this would not be the first freeze in the hill country. Locally, we're waiting on our first freeze. I think we'll be above freezing in the morning, about 36 degrees, but better odds of actually having our first freeze toward the end of next work week. We'll get to that in a moment. First of all, our temperatures tomorrow afternoon warming up nicely. It'll be a chilly morning. Jackets early, but short sleeves are fine later in the day. 68 degrees, the high temperature, and a lot of sunshine as well. Friday, the clouds start to fill in, 60 degrees, temperatures falling down. Saturday's our low point. Pretty much all day Saturday, I think we'll be in the 40s. Low clouds, a few light showers, only 48 degrees, the high temperature on Saturday. So jacket weather all day long. If you've been waiting to get your fireplace going, I do think Saturday would be an appropriate day to do so. And yeah, we warm up a little bit Sunday into next week, but just mid-50s, and that's below average for this time of year. Speaking of below average, we talked about this a bit yesterday, the Climate Prediction Center, the longer-term trend, which is essentially end of next week all the way through Christmas. Let's say the 20th through the 26th. Dark blue indicating below average temperatures likely throughout about 2/3 of the lower 48, and that includes us here in Texas. Below average temperatures are very likely once we get to the days leading into Christmas all the way through Christmas Day. So what is average? Well, the average low Christmas morning is 41, the average high 63. I think we could easily be a good 20 degrees below average with our first freeze likely to come a few days before Christmas. Now, just for fun, looking at the records, the coldest ever was 11 degrees. That was back in 1983, and the warmest was 90 back in 1955. All right, here's the wide view of what's happening out there. The cold front we had yesterday now pushing eastward. Severe weather, south central, southeastern U.S., New Orleans, had some tornadoes earlier today. Now the tornadic weather and the potential tornadoes moving eastward along the Gulf Coast into parts of Alabama and even Florida panhandle. But around here, we're quiet on the backside of the front. This is a big wound up upper level low pressure system. I mean, it's huge. Usually we don't have to lift our arms this high to cover this whole low pressure system all the way up and then down. But this is a massive upper level low, and it's going to stick around. It's a slow moving one and pushing eastward slowly through the Great Lakes the next few days. But bottom line, this has really helped shift our weather pattern from those unseasonably warm days to cooler than average temperatures, with a few disturbances moving through in the days ahead. First one Saturday, a few light showers, 20% chance. By Monday, better odds, 40%, but even then, nothing to get excited about. So tomorrow morning, 36 around sunrise. By noon, we're at 60 degrees, nothing but sunshine, and 68 in the afternoon. Again, rain chances not looking all that great. Best odds on Monday. Even then, I wouldn't get too excited about it, but we'll take what we can get.
It's a good thing you work out. Get your arms all the way up there.
I know,
to
he had
Canada.
like some exercise going there.
I think I tore a hammy. Too.
Yeah, I hope you're okay. In case you missed it, coming up next. Here's today's ICYMI.
3
3 people are behind bars tonight in relation to sexually assaulting children.
Yeah, the Bexar County Sheriff says all the arrests happened today, but there are 2 separate cases we're talking about.
The sheriff says 39-year-old Christopher Tomley and 32-year-old Ashley Tomley drugged a relative and performed sexual acts with each other while the young girl was in the room. The victim says she was sexually abused for at least 4 to 6 years. Tonight, she is in the custody and care of the state. Christopher faces charges of continuous sexual assault of a child. Ashley faces charges of endangering a child. The second case involves 18-year-old Jairo Augusto Mendez. The sheriff says he posed as a 17-year-old and went to a 15-year-old's home that he met through Instagram. He's charged with aggravated sexual assault. And although all 3 arrests were made today, the sheriff says this is not a part of some sexual abuse or sexual assault crackdown. It just happens to be a coincidence.
The newest elected official in Uvalde has taken her seat with City Council. Eloisa Medina took the oath of office during last night's meeting. She represents District 3, the seat once held by former Uvalde CISD Police Chief Pete Arredondo. Arredondo surrendered his seat after not attending 3 consecutive council meetings following the shooting at Robb Elementary.
The San Antonio Police Department is collecting donations. It's for their Blue Santa program, and they're looking for you to help to give out as many toys as they can. They are trying to hit 5,000 kids. The Blue Santa warehouse is presently filled up with thousands of toys. They say a kid getting a toy for the holiday season can bring the joy that they need for the rest of the year. Once you get all the toys collected, though, they're going to be sending them off to different police substations, and they are going to be the ones that hand it out to the community.
Here's a look at our average first freeze. In San Antonio, it's November 30th. It's obviously coming a little later than average this time of year, and I do expect it toward the end of next week into the following weekend. And in the Hill Country, we have already had our first freeze, something to keep in mind. Looking ahead, 36 tomorrow morning. It's going to be a chilly start, but sunny and 68 by the afternoon. Then temperatures, at least in the afternoons, fall off. Saturday, the low point, 40s all day, cloudy, and a few light showers.
All right, thanks, Adam. And thank you for watching the news at 6.
See you back here on the Night Beat at 10.